What is going on, my YouTube friends? Making sure my computer's not in my camera. It's a little bit in the way. It's going to bother me. What is going on, everybody? How we all doing? How's the Beehive doing? Been a minute since we've had a video together. I'm going to need some more Beyonce content. And I think she's got something coming out on Christmas, right? There's like a Netflix special or something. We can watch that. Our channel friend, one of our longtime supporters, one of my friends, Jordan, sent me the untold story of Beyonce's Halo. Sweet, man. It looks like this is a chat. This is on the channel Daniel Wall, and it's crazy, man. Dude's almost got 1 million subscribers. I've never heard of him. That is so wild. That is so wild to me. It's just crazy that there's such big, strong fan bases for groups nowadays, like 1 million people. And I ain't never heard of them. It's wild, y'all. So I'm gonna have the link to the original video to this video in the description box. I would love if y'all are giving them another view, supporting them, maybe subscribing them, giving them a thumbs up. And I appreciate the request. I appreciate the long-term support, my friend. And let's check this out.
Worst kept secret in the world at the time that like Beyonce and Jay-Z were together, right? Like everyone knew, but like worst kept secret in the world at the time that like Beyonce and Jay-Z were together, right? Like everyone knew, but like they hadn't announced it and like they were denying it, but like, dude, we all knew. And they were looking for like a love song. And we were kind of like, what would people that big and that private want in a love song? Like what would they want to hear from each other? And at the same time, there had been an album that had been out recently by an artist named Raycon. And there was a song called Shelter on that album that was just, that album's incredible. And that song is just so beautiful.
I've heard the live version.
And
Don't think I've heard that.
It made me think that like the idea of like the sheltering, like shelter for each other, like safety for each other, a haven for each other, to know that no matter how crazy the world gets, you're Jay-Z, you're Beyonce, like you guys have each other's back, like, you know. And we're trying to figure out like what that metaphor would be. And like Ryan was like going through like sounds on his keyboard and his computer or whatever. And I was like going through like titles. And I had this list of titles. And literally as my finger hit the word halo, I was like a halo. And he hit the pads, and that angelic pad that's in the song started playing. And we kind of looked at each other and we were like, yeah.
Out of a movie.
Those moments.
3 hours later, the song was done.
That's crazy.
You hear about those moments in music and in art and in creation, and it's amazing, y'all. Like the right thing happens, and it's just like, yo, like this is it. This is the stars aligning right now, right?
Yeah.
Out of a movie.
And 3 hours later, the song was done.
3 hours.
Crazy.
Wow.
Except for the bridge. We hadn't written the bridge. So Ryan demos the song. He sends it to Jay Brown. I still have the email, which is amazing. I found it the other day. I forwarded it to my manager, and I was like, whatever happened with this song? It was very funny. Jay Brown was like sent it to Jay Brown. An hour later, he sends an email back saying, please don't play this for anyone. Hold it for Beyonce, right? And then we went out to dinner with our wives that night, right? Well, not my wife yet. It was my fiance and his wife. And we went out to dinner that night, and Ryan was like, yo, that song's a smash, right? And I was like, I'm not gonna say it's a smash. Like, he's like, come on, dude, admit it. You think the song's a smash? I'm like, I'm not gonna say it. He's like, come on, I'm like, yeah, it sounds like it could be a hit. And he's like, dude, like, I have a problem saying that until like a song's a
Very
smash
common.
or whatever.
Very common, man. Nobody ever, it seems like, will say that something's a smash. Like, unless well, no, I don't even want to say that. Even if you've got hit after hit after hit, it seems like that's like taboo. Like, it's like there's not enough wood to knock on to fix what you've said. You know what I mean? And everyone wants a hit. That's the thing. Everyone, like, it's not that you write a song wanting it to be a hit. It's like you write a song and then you go, oh, this could be the one, right? I know that's really like minute, but what he's saying here, you hear from a lot of songwriters.
But I also came up with that like stupid dance idea, like this halo, like she could like dance with it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And everybody was making fun of me for that. But we decided to come back the next day and write the bridge. Now that we knew that Beyonce liked the song, or Jay liked the song for Beyonce, let's write a bridge. And we spent 3 hours writing a bridge. The exact time it took us to write the entire song.
6 hours total. Cool.
Because now we're overthinking it. Like, how do we write this really?
This is a song.
See, and then like you're like, this is gonna be a hit. We can't mess it up now. Like that's the curse, right?
Amazing bridge for Beyonce, right? Which if you listen to Ryan's demo, which is leaked online somewhere, you can hear the original bridge, which is like very complicated and lots of runs, and actually even like tips the hat to Ray LaMontagne by saying, you will shelter me and I will shelter you.
Wow.
Right? So it's got the whole like Ray LaMontagne kind of like, homage in there. And then of course, when she went to cut the song, she took the bridge out and just did the opera part.
Which, by the way, is great.
It's incredible. But like we weren't gonna think of the opera part. And the craziest thing ever is she added a word in the song, which I thought was always amazing too, which we said, gravity can't begin to pull me back to the ground.
Wow.
Listen to the demo. She added again, which is mind blowing because it, first of all, rhymes. Second, why wouldn't we think of that? Like it was kind of like, thinking back, I'm like, that's weird. Why did we just not decide not to rhyme? Gravity can again, pull me back to the ground. Again. It was like so obvious. It's like right there, but we didn't do it. Of
course
so she
not.
added again. She did the opera thing, and she breathed life into this song. I mean, I remember sitting it at Record Plant. Spike Stent had just mixed it, and I went in and he pressed play, and he left the room. It was just me sitting in front of this SSL board with her voice singing this song coming out of the speakers, and I was just fucking bawling.
I bet.
It was the most beautiful thing I've ever heard in my entire
Bro, I
life.
bet.
It's one of the greatest
just
songs ever.
Sobbing by myself in this multi-million-dollar studio.
In this beautiful
Just
studio.
sitting in the room staring into space. It was magical.
You said something earlier. You said you don't want to say a song is a smash early, right?
I can't.
What
Can't.
qualifies a song to be a smash then?
Exactly. How can you say a song is a smash until it's a smash?
How do you know it's a
And
smash?
sometimes it takes time. Like there's so many records that go gold, go platinum, get picked up, they catch heat like later. Maybe the world wasn't ready for a song, and then all of a sudden maybe the world catches up, and this song is like perfect for whatever's going on. Like there's so many pieces that play into that puzzle, right? It's just it's taboo, y'all. It's taboo.
Smash. Also,
When it is.
but like, is it like sales? Is it like the way like it's culturally
You
defined?
know that
Is
it's a
it, like,
smash when
becomes
it's a smash.
Like what defines
All of that. Like, like at what point does a song go from a hit to a smash? You mean? Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Like, a smash is a smash. It's like short for smash hit, right?
Okay.
But like,
It's like you can hit a home run or you can hit it like out of the friggin' park, right? Like where it's like it's still traveling when the ball game's done type thing. Like that's a smash, right?
I mean,
Beyonce might have. I'm just thinking about it. Like I wonder how many smashes Beyonce has, y'all. Hot damn.
a song that's like chart topping that everyone in the world knows.
Everyone
that
in the world.
permeates pop culture.
Yeah.
That is a household name song is a smash. It's like your mom and your like cousins and like the person at the grocery store knows it. It's a smash. Like I don't know, like right, like just a song that was like a hit for a week that not everybody's gonna
People who don't like Beyonce like that song. Like it's that song went crazy.
know it.
True.
But a song that was a hit all year, like, and everyone knows it, and everybody knows the words, and if all you have to do is say it to anybody. Like I can say Beyonce Halo. I don't know one person who's
Everyone knows
No one
it.
has ever said to me, "I don't know that song."
Everyone knows it by
Right.
far. Like
Yeah.
I'll say that to
Like
people.
there's some people who are most people know Rihanna SOS, but there's some people who are like, oh, like younger people.
Mm-hmm.
That song's kind of like the older side of Rihanna to them. They don't really know it. I mean, the song came out 18 years ago.
You say the song, they may not know it, but you sing it, they'll
But when
know
you
it.
sing SOS, they'll know it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
100%.
100%. You're right. But when you say SOS, they don't always know.
But that's not a great gauge either, because someone like a DJ or someone might have picked it up and put it as like a hook on their like club's hit or whatever, and it might have gone crazy for that. So you could breathe life into something and people still not know what it is, right? It's still a little different.
Not one person I've ever met on this planet doesn't know Beyonce Halo. That's a smash.
That's a fact. Yeah, man. I love that. This is a really cool video. I might have to watch some more of this, man. I'm assuming that our friend on the right of the screen was like the host, and then Buddy on this side was the feature. The songwriter was on the feature for the show, but like super interesting. It's funny, man. Like it just came together like Halo, and you have that just heavenly piano sound happen, and then they write it in like 3 hours. Like the inspiration was there. Those juices started flowing, right? The bridge thing is pretty funny too. Good for Beyonce for doing what she wants to do. Because like we could save this conversation for another day, man. But like songwriting is a whole other animal. You know what I mean? And it's been a thing forever and ever and ever and a day. Like Frank Sinatra didn't write any of his own songs, right? Like it's been a thing forever and ever and ever. Not saying that Beyonce doesn't write any of her songs, but yeah, this is really interesting, man. I like that in today's world we're starting to hear these stories though. because that was cool. I just liked how Buddy lit up, man. But like, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. Everybody know that song. So thanks for the request, y'all. Christmas is coming up. We're gonna watch. I believe that it's a Netflix special or something like that. Something on the streaming services. We're gonna watch it. And I also got asked if we could rewatch Beychella together. And absolutely, man. It's been long enough. I know the link on my Patreon has died, so we gotta do it again. So look out for that. See y'all on the next one.